In this assignment, we're going to do more select, insert, update, and delete. This video is going to focus on the database setup and select. So there is more to this. This one's more involved. You're going to notice that we've got different types of input values, and how we deal with those is different. Same way with being able to automatically populate those particular values as you come to each of those. So we are going to start by setting it up and then look at doing the select. First thing that I want you to do is go to your assignment 5, your finished completed assignment where you did the select, insert, update, and delete. So you should have an index, you should have an includes file or folder, an index, select, delete, do insert, do update, insert, update. You should have all these files as part of your previous assignment. I want you to go and copy those and paste them. I've already done it here. You can see I'm in my Assign06 folder. I want you to go and grab those and then copy them and paste them into your Assign06 folder. So that's where we'll start from. Your includes file, you've got your open and close database connection, you've got your menu in there. And also go and download from the assignment description. There are a couple of text files. So we've got a text file for creating the tables that we are going to be working with. And then we've also got a text file in case you want to start over. You can drop those tables and then recreate them. So go ahead and make sure that you've got those copied, these downloaded. The first thing we're going to do is go into phpMyAdmin and execute the script so that we have those tables to work with. So here's our tables. Come to phpMyAdmin. Now once again, make sure that you've got the lock showing here, HTTPS. You log in using GAUS, then search for your database. And then go to the SQL tab. And what you're going to do is, out of this text file, you're going to do a Control-A, Control-C to copy. You'll come back here, paste it in, and then you'll hit go, and that will execute. Mine are already created. You can see them here, Assign06 cars and Assign06 projects. So just hit go on that. That will create these two tables, and it will insert quite a bit into each one. Now these tables have more columns in them and more rows for us to work with. Once we go to one of these, if you click on one of them, you should come to browse and you should be able to see the spreadsheet of data here. We've got our columns and our rows. If you go to the projects one, same thing. You should see our little spreadsheet with columns and rows. And if you ever forget what the capitalization is on these, or what they are, maybe you forget that this one is PROJDESC, you can come to the Browse tab or the Structure tab, and you can see the column names there as well. So anytime you're a little fuzzy on that, just come back to phpMyAdmin and look at those tables. So now go ahead and open up your index page. Again, you're working out of the Assign06 folder. Okay, you're working out of the Assign06 folder. So make sure that you are not copying or not working out of your previous assignment. You don't want to mess that up. So we'll just change these. There's not much to this file. It's our landing page. So we've got Assign06 index page. We're going to include that menu. The menu we're going to change a little bit. We'll put welcome to my Assign06 site. And I'll hit save there. I am not on campus, so it takes a few seconds for mine to save. When I come to my test page here, I'm in https://cgt-web2.tech.purdue.edu/courses/your-name/assign06 folder. So I've made some changes to this index page. I'll hit refresh. There we see it updated. Now we want to change this menu a little bit as well, because we're going to have more. So again, I'm in my Assign06 folder. I'm going to grab that menu. It threw it up where I didn't want it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to include one that has your full name. So I'm going to copy this paragraph tag and paste it here and close my paragraph tag. And I'm going to copy that entire line and we're going to turn this into 4 lines instead of 1. Here you're going to put your name. So actually type out your name, your first and last name, make it your full name so that when I come to look at your assignment, your name is right there. I can see that I'm on the right person's assignment. It makes it a little easier for me. Next, on this second line, we just want the select. So I'm going to cut everything that's not select there. And then on these next two, the next one's going to be car related, and then the fourth one will be project related. So we are going to have on this one insert car.php, and we're going to make the text that's visible insert car, followed by update car, followed by delete car. Now on this one, again, the next assignment is going to deal with being able to edit, update, and delete any one of them. But on this one, again, we're looking at some specific ones. So we're going to update car 23 and delete car 23, update project 46 and delete project 46. So we'll come back here and I'm going to make that text update car 23 and delete car 23. And then we need that entire thing again, except we're making it about projects. So we'll do insert projects, insert project, update project, project 46. And then we'll do delete project and delete project 46. So now let's do a save here, and let's go back and make sure that our index page looks the way that we expect for this assignment. So again, I am not on campus, so I have my VPN enabled and I have my drives mapped so that I can I can edit them. Here I've refreshed this page. This should say your name. You should have the select and then insert, update and delete car, insert, update and delete project for your menu. So that finishes our setup there. The next thing we're going to do is look at our select. So we've got our index should be done there, our menu should be done there, and let's open up. Here's our Assign06 folder. Again, make sure you're working in the correct one. I'm going to grab that select.php and we are going to modify it from the previous assignment. So we don't need this. Oops. Change this to Assign06, the select page, and likewise down here, Assign06. So here we've got session start, open our database connection. We've got our doc type tag. And now we come to the select statement once again. So this select statement is going to be different from the last one. If we come back here and look at our solution, we'll see that we've got a project ID, project name, project category, project description, start date, and end date that we are selecting from the Assign06 projects table. So we are going to write that SQL query here. These are our column names. So again, it is select column names from table name. So select column names, they are project ID, comma, proj name, comma, proj category, comma, proj description, comma, start date, comma, end date. From, again, watch your case sensitivity. If you're not sure, go into phpMyAdmin and make sure that you are capitalizing it properly. Now, something a little different that we didn't do in the last one, we are going to add a clause on the end, order space by space project ID ASC for ascending. Let's copy this entire thing, come over here and go to phpMyAdmin, the SQL tab, and paste it in. So we have select column names from table name, order by column name ascending. So because project ID, if we come back here, project ID is an integer, I can order by that in ascending order. Paste that back in. So we've got, again, select column names from table name, order by column name ascending, and I hit go. And that will always order them in order like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you do an insert, if you were to insert you already had these and you were to insert a 21 and then a 27 and then a 24, without the order by, it would go 10, 23, 46, 21, 27, 24. So when we do the order by, it puts them in order. So that's our order by clause for the select statement. We're leaving the result equals MySQLi query. This is our database connection. This is our SQL query that we just formed. You check to see if it's empty. This part right here, you can plan on being able to copy and move around as you need it. So here we're going to change this a little bit. So this is not a listing of employees, it's a listing of projects. Let's see, the width I'm going to change to 700 pixels. So just change that 5 to a 7 there. We'll come down here. We've got a different number of columns. We've got 6 columns, so we need to change that 4 to a 6 in 2 different places. And I'm going to change that background color so it looks, just looks a little bit different from the other one. I'm going to do an ADD8E6 to get me that light blue. And then we've got 4 headings here. We're going to need 6 of them. So let's go ahead and do project ID, proj name, proj category, proj description, DESC. Let's copy that one, paste it twice, and then start date and end date. So we've got our 6 columns there. And let's scroll over a little bit. This right here needs to change to Assign06 projects table. So that's taking care of the headings. Now what we're going to do is move down here to our for loop. So we've selected everything up above. It gives us all of those rows. And we say for I equal to 0 as long as I is less than the number of rows. Each time through the loop, select one new row that's in there. Once again, we need 6, not 4. So I'm going to copy this one and I'm going to paste it twice. So we've got 6 of them there. And then these are going to change just like they did above. Project ID. These need to match your column names. Case sensitivity matters. This page is probably the easiest part of this assignment. And then end date down here. So there we've got all of our data, our 6 columns from that projects table that should be written out. Now the next thing is to do it again. We have a cars table. So we can look at changing this select statement. Again, it's select column names from table name. And we're going to use that order by clause again because our primary key ID is an integer. So we can order those and always keep them in numerical order. Column names are car ID, car make, car model. And again, if you're wondering where these come from, you can either A, open up this text file and look right here, or B, you can go to phpMyAdmin, click on Assign06 cars and look at the column names here, or go to the structure and look at the column names here. So we've got car ID, car make, car model, car year, car color, and car hybrid. From table name is Assign06 cars. Again, case sensitivity matters, so check phpMyAdmin. Order by clause, this time car ID, ASC. So once again, we can take this that we've written because there's no PHP concatenation in there. It's just a text literal. So we can copy this. We can come back to here We can go to the SQL tab and paste it in there. And you can see here's our SQL statement. Select column names. Here's all our column names. Select column names from table name. Here's our table name. Order by this column in ascending order. Hit go. And it will list everything by car ID in ascending order. Again, this isn't going to change. We've got our database connection, our SQL variable. We check to make sure that our result set is not empty. This is a listing of cars. Our columns are 6 once again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 of them there. Our background color, we're going to change to that light blue again, which was ADD8E6. And then I'm going to scroll to the right here, and I'm going to change this to Assign06 cars table. Do that there. And is that up here as well? Yeah, we'll change that. Information pulled from a MySQL database. And then we have, again, we have 6 columns, so we need 6 of these. And again, we change our column heading names, so car ID, car make, car model, car year, car color, car hybrid. That will take care of our headings across there. Again, you've got your column span of 6. We changed our background color. We changed our title. We need to change the width here from 500 to 700. So I'll just change that 5 to a 7 there. And then we're going to loop through the results. Same as above. We need more than 3 here. So we have 6 of them. Again, I starts at 0, goes to the number of rows that we have. Each time through, it grabs a new row for us to use. And we need to use the proper column names here. So car ID, car make, car model, car year, car color, car hybrid. Right? Make sure my capitalization is good there. Car hybrid. At the bottom, make sure you've got your closing database connection there. We're using trim on all of it. Again, remember that trim removes white space from the beginning and end. So let's look at car make. Let's say that the database allows 30 spaces for the make of the car, but what's inserted is only 10 spaces. When you do a select right here with just the row, it's going to give you all 30 spaces, and trim removes the 20 that are not needed, the 20 white spaces. So I'm going to hit a Control S to save. I'll come back here, and here I am on the CGT Web 2 in our Assign06. I'll refresh that, I'll hit select, and so now I've missed one of our backgrounds, so we'll go find that. but we do have things pulling correctly. So we've got our project ID flowing correctly. We've got our cars flowing correctly. So let's just correct this color and we should be done. We'll come back here, and here it is right here. And what I'm going to do is find this one here and copy and paste. Oops. And we've got to do that on up this way, so we're going to do it again. And Control S to save that. We'll come back here and refresh this page. So now we've got our select. So we looked at using that file that was provided for you, copying that out into PHPMyAdmin. You went into the SQL tab and you pasted that. It created two tables for you. It also inserted values into those tables. Then we created our index page, just our initial landing page that's here. We edited the menu so that it had more options to choose from. We have not created these pages yet. We worked on the select page. Again, we covered the select statement. And here, again, it's select column names from table name, where some clause, having group by, order by, which we haven't covered all of those, but the ones that we need the most, select column names from table name, where some condition, which is column name equals something or column name greater than something. We did cover order by, so that was new, order by ascending. And we've got our two tables of information being displayed here as we expected. So that's it for this video. We'll look at these others in another video.